Hey, what's up? It is Taurus Barbie. I'm gonna get right into this one because it's pretty long. She says, I saw a few of your YouTube videos about Taurus men and it gave me clarity and understanding. I figured I'll reach out to you directly for advice because I think I'm at the point whether I should choose me or continue my hope and faith for my Taurus man to be a better man. I feel like in each section I'm gonna address it, like just give little pointers. If you at the point where you have to decide whether you have to choose you or wait for somebody to become a better man, already that's a no-no, because you shouldn't have to pick one. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have to pick choosing you or being or waiting on somebody to be better. So that is the first motherfucking part, okay? She says, so here's the backstory of my love dilemma. My Taurus man and I have been on and off for 2 years now. As a Gemini and a woman actively dating to find her husband, I did get swept away by his charm. I'm 28 and he is 40. So he was on a whole other level of gentleman for me. He would cook for me, open doors, be my handyman. I loved his honesty and we had a very deep connection. I love spending time with him. My phone would ring. But let me tell you about a Gemini and a Taurus. Hold on. I'm going to call you in 2 minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye. And Taurus men, when they will sweep you off your feet because they're so traditional and they're like the manly man. They'll hold your hand. They will treat you on a level that you really haven't been treated before, because a lot of guys don't know that we still want a door open for us. We still want you to cook for us. We still want you to do all these things that make us feminine and make us a woman. You know what I mean? That makes you want to be submissive and bow down to your man because he's acting like the man. You don't have any room to open a door for him, you know? So, and on top of that, number one, a Gemini and a Taurus, I really don't know how that'll go, because a Gemini female is so free-spirited, and until they are married, I feel like they will have sex with anybody they want to have sex with. They will really date. And Taurus men want someone who's really kind of in the house, someone who is traditional, who wants to stay in the house and cook and clean. And I really can't see a Gemini woman wanting to do that. So off bat, I really don't think this is a good combination or a good couple already. So here's the backstory. Okay, so she said, I love spending time with him because the energy felt like home and he made me feel so comfortable. I truly think till this day that my Taurus man is my future husband. He even told me he would marry me if he was ready. And I don't like that either. You know what I'm saying? And let the man bring up marriage. I'm not like, let the man bring up the marriage. I don't know if she initiated the talk about the marriage, but I would never anymore ask a man, I need you to marry me, or give a man a date. Do what you feel like in your heart, and then you leave if that date is not there. So she said the major issue, here we go. The major issues we had was with communication. I always felt when we were apart, I didn't get much of his attention. I do admit the first year I would get extremely frustrated at him when he didn't call or text me back in the day. If a man is not calling and texting you, yes, they may be at work. Yes, they may be busy. But I've dealt with Taurus men before, and that's how I started this channel, because I was dating a Taurus man. A man, I don't give a how busy he is, he's going to call you just as much as you call him. Like, if there's a connection, you guys are going to be thinking about each other. Now, some men don't really like texting and all that all day, but he needs to give you enough of his attention and time to the point where you feel satisfied with that. He needs to check in on you to the point where you're like, okay, well, my boo did check on me. Let me go ahead and cook, or let me go on shopping, or let me finish what I'm doing. You know, like, you shouldn't have to feel like he's paying you no attention, because guess what? That means he's really not thinking about your ass. Like, honest to say, I'm a Taurus female. You give attention to people that you want to give it to. Like Megan said, you're not that busy. Like, you're not that busy where you can't contact me. And he might be spreading his attention thin. He has to give it to a few women, but we never want to believe it's another woman, because sometimes it just might not be. Sometimes you might just be a jump off, and he's having sex with you every now and then until he's ready to have sex with you again, and then get with you again. So it might not have to be another woman. It could just be he's busy and he wants to just see you on his time when he wants to see you. And that's why you girls need to get back on this Chica cleanse. It worked for so many people. But let me finish reading this. So he was always almost honest with he was always honest with me, telling me he isn't ready for a relationship right now. When a man tells you he's not ready for a relationship, why do women always feel like they're gonna stick around and then boo-hoo and get mad when the man does not want that relationship? If a man is telling you, I do not want a relationship, he's telling you, look, stick with me while I do whatever I want to do with you, but I'm not ready for a relationship. But if you're ready for a relationship, you guys, I just snapped out because my eyebrows need to be done. That's where that just came from. It didn't come from anything else. If my eyebrows were done, I wouldn't have just snapped like that. But what I'm saying is, it's so many times when a girl tells me, well, he told me he didn't want a baby, or he told me he didn't want a relationship, or he told me this and he told me that. Please listen and you won't get hurt. He's telling you, I don't want that. I want what we're doing. I want the sex part. I want the you jocking me part. I want the you calling me part. I want you giving me all of your attention, but I want to give you very little, and I don't want a relationship. Don't keep going into it with the man. Back to regularly scheduled programming. Hold on, let me pull this back up on my email. Okay, so he said he doesn't want a relationship right now. He always said he can't give his 100% because he is working and he has goals. He is a busy man with multiple stressful jobs. I did break things off with him 2 times because I felt like I deserved better, especially someone who commits to me. And I agree, boo-boo. I agree, Chica Buddha. Especially someone who is going to commit to me. But we always wind up back in each other's arm, and the passion became deeper each time. This year, May we rekindled our romance again. And I felt like this time around, gradually and progressively, but very slowly, he was opening up to me and becoming more consistent with his communication. I guess I put my pride and ego aside and decided to accept him the way he is. No, you didn't put your pride and ego to the side. You put, for a minute, maybe your womanhood to the side. Like, you know what? Forget it. It's his way or the highway. The ball is in his court. I'm just gonna do what he says. You really just gave in, like, fuck it, this is not what I want, but if this is the way I'm going to be close to him and he telling me he not going to have a relationship, I'm just going to do whatever he wants me to do. And that's where you're probably effed up at. She said, he made it clear to me that I'm more than a friend and he has a deep connection with me. He would also, with me, he would tell me he isn't dating or having sex with anyone else. So I asked him if we were dating exclusively now. Like, what's up? Are we dating? Are you my man? Because every time you see me now, you giving it to me better and bigger and stronger. So what's up? Let's see what he says. He was hesitant and didn't want to give an answer. Shaking my head. This is what pisses me off to the bone. He was hesitant and didn't want to give me an answer, but I was able to get him to express. He doesn't express his emotions, but I can feel his energy and passion for me is strong. That he does care about me and want to be with me. He said my together might not be his together. I put my pride and ego to the side and told him what I think about him. Now that just infuriates me. And sometimes when I read these things out loud and the woman is able to think about what she said, or let me call him right back. when the woman is able to think about what she said, or when I read it back, sometimes it makes more sense, and you can kind of see how you're slipping and not. If he's hesitant to answer, this really infuriates me, because you guys have your own answer right in the stories that you tell me about these men. So I would get extremely frustrated. Okay, where are we at? He does care about me and he wants to be with me. He said they're together. He's telling you in so many different ways, I don't want a relationship. You're together, it's not my together. I like having sex with you, but I don't want anything else. You know? Women, we're delusional. We force ourselves on these men, and these men are like, hey, back up. If I wanted you like that, I would put a ring on it. If I wanted you like that, we would be together. You know what I mean? So I'm almost done with this. Oh, this is still a lot to read. We spent the whole weekend together. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there, and hopefully I feel like, well, this says it's been 5 days since I heard from him. Oh my God. Let me finish reading this. We spent the whole weekend together after that. I loved it, and I never seen him so happy. The week after that, he was silent. I'm okay with not hearing from him for a max 3 days. That hasn't happened often this year, but I'm used to it since he did this in year 1. So I did reach out to him on the 4th day, generally worried. Lord knows I would cry if anything happened to him. I was really worried. I had crazy thoughts, which gave me anxiety. He texted me saying on the 5th fucking day, he texted me and said, at that point, he texted me and said, hey, back. At that point, I was happy he was alive, but still was going to lose my self-esteem and chase him after like I used to in the past. I'm not going to do that. It's been about 5 days since I heard from him after that one word of text. I personally refuse to initiate any conversation with him, this man, because I feel like I deserve an apology. How can a grown man spend a whole intimate weekend with a woman? I've been honest with him, as well as telling him to continue to do this. I'll keep falling for him. We even tried not having sex, but that only lasted for a month. Shaking my head. Who he knows has strong feelings for him, then goes silent on her. I really feel like this is emotionally abusive, but the only person who's allowing it to be emotionally abusive is you. The only person that's allowing this man to get away with this is you. The only person that is allowing him to text you back after 5 days and say, hey, I would have lost it. I'm talking about, I probably would have been on Snap. No, but I'm not going to tell you girls to do that. No, don't wind up on Snap. However, this man clearly is telling you, oh, there's no way a man that loves a woman, or a man that's having sex with a woman, is going to wait 5 days to call her. Now, once again, y'all have to remember, I'm screaming and yelling because my eyebrows are not done. Just remember that, okay? Don't take any of this personal. Okay, so, right. The only thing that is making me think otherwise is your YouTube videos and a few forums. Wait, before I finish reading, none of my YouTube videos encourage a woman to stay with a man that is abusing them. Now, I know what you probably mean, like a lot of this is Taurus male behavior, but at the same time, not when they love you, not when they care about you. Now, you can flip the script on his ass, and I know how to do it. I have the secret to do it. So let's see. I read about Taurus men. Is this really their character? Do they tend to give silent treatment to someone they care and love? No. Taurus men will love you to death. They will spoil you. They will buy you things. They will take you out. I've dated 2 Taurus men. They love the shit out their woman. They just want one that is not a pushover. They really want a bitch. Let's see. A submissive one, a cute one. They really believe in, they love beauty too. Okay, let's see. At this point, I just want to know, if you suggest I should leave his ass for the streets. Baby, he's already for the streets. He's not yours. And I don't know how to tell you this, but he's not. And you know what? I hate when I have to be harsh. But if you text me and you watch my other videos, I'm going to give it to you straight. There's no way you're emailing me all of this and telling me you're going to give him back to the streets. He's already in the streets. Okay, she said, because this behavior is skeptical, or give him a chance if he comes around. I'm tired of putting my pride aside and being a pursuer. Please stop being the pursuer and the aggressor of this goddamn old man. That's why I haven't been reaching out. Don't reach out. Sorry for this long email, and I know it's a lot of details I had to summarize. I know love isn't easy, but it's worth the fight. It's only worth the fight, Chica, if they love you back. It's only worth the fight if they're giving you attention. It's only worth the fight if they're not disappearing for 5 days at a time. Now, I know that there's been good times in there. You're not slow. I know that he's giving you enough for you to feel like he really cares about you. I know he's giving you enough for you to feel like, okay, this is my boo. But not really, though, at the same time. Should I hold on with all my faith in him or let him go because his silence is very hurtful? I truly appreciate you for reading this. If you made it this far, any insight, advice, wisdom, encouragement will be helpful. I love him, but I don't want to be a dumb bitch, if you understand what I'm saying. Best of love to your YouTube and your success, and I thank you for that, and I received that, and I thank you. But at the same time, I don't think you're a dumb bitch, because all of us have been dumb as hell before. Okay, Taurus Barty has been dumb. Okay, and that's why right now I'm not. I have game for that ass, and I don't play that shit, period. And I have a ring. I do what I want. I go shopping. There's still some things. My fiance in the beginning was a hoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not exempt, but at the same time, I'm not gonna play these